Hi guys, so this is the website I use. It's called McW&x, and I use it for correlation. And like I said to you in the post, correlation can change over the months, so it's good to keep an eye on it every few weeks or so. Not every week, but every couple of weeks or every month, just to give you an idea of the pairs that you're trading. Are they going in the opposite direction or in the same direction with the market? And what I do here is I just put the pairs that I trade, and I usually have like 20 odd pairs that I like trading, and the rest I ignore. So I mostly shuffle them around during the week, like I've shown you before. So you can put those pairs in and click refresh, and then it will give you a table here. As you can see, this table is basically quite large, and you will probably want to take off some pairs from here and then refresh the table to give you a more condensed version of the currency pair that you trade. And you all know how to read this chart by now, and there are some rules here, so I don't want to go into that too much, but I want to share some tips with you that have helped me in the past few years to avoid silly losses uh, while trading. And a good example is actually right now what's happening in the markets. And like I said to you, I try to focus on one pair if I have a few pairs that are correlated. So for example, a good example is AUD USD, AUD CAD, New Zealand USD, and New Zealand CAD. They're literally all the same. Is essentially the same trade that you're taking. If you take a pair, if you take a trade on the AUD, it's basically taking the same trade as AUD CAD, and the same goes for New Zealand CAD and New Zealand USD, but they are all correlated in a way. Um, so if I have these four pairs during the week, and if I, for example, see there are three good setups on here, then I will flick through them and I will see which is the best one. Now over here, the AUD CAD and AUD USD, I can see they're going in the same direction. New Zealand USD and New Zealand CAD, they're also going in the same direction, so they're all essentially doing the same thing. The next thing I look at is the news. So with the news, if you look at the calendar, tomorrow is the Aussie cash rate. So then obviously for me, I would be aware of that, and then I would say, okay, that is the cash rate on the AUD, and also that is the cash rate, no, sorry, the CPI on the CAD. So you can see that AUD CAD, AUD and CAD would be a pair to avoid, and also AUD. So basically any CAD cross pairs, you would want for that data to come out first, and then you would probably look to trade after that. So among these pairs, AUD has the cash rate, AUD CAD, like I said, you would want for that to come out, both the news, the AUD cash rate and the CAD CPI. And with that, basically is also the same as New Zealand CAD. Although this looks good, if it closes above and does the pullback, we can look to take it back up over there. 30 pip stop to basically make about 90 odd pips or 100 odd pips, so that's a very good result. But you have the CAD CPI, so you probably want to wait for that to come out and then look to take the trade. That leaves us basically with the option to trade New Zealand USD. So in that way, this one also looks good. So if this breaks out, closes above, does the pullback, we can look to take that 50 pip stop to basically take it back up for around 120 pips. So that's how I would make my decision. So I would, out of the four pairs, I would just go with this one. And to show you more examples, I'll just go on to my TradingView chart, and over here we can see that I have paired these. Basically they're all correlated pairs over here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and euro pound is somewhat correlated with the euro USD in a way. Basically, if the euro is strengthening, then the euro will rise against the pound, and then the opposite effect would happen. If the euro is weakening, the pound would strengthen and the euro would go down on that pair. But just to explain a bit more, So Euro USD and Euro CAD, they are essentially the same, so you can see that they're both going up at the moment, and I'm looking to short this pair, but which one would I take? So for me, I told you just now that the CAD CPI is due out. They both look essentially the same trade. I'm looking to short them, but because the CAD CPI is due out tomorrow, I would prefer the Euro USD, because with the Euro USD, the news is out on Thursday morning with the manufacturing PMI figures. So I have until Wednesday evening to basically get out of the Euro USD or take some partial profit if I manage to get into the trade and make it to break even. So I have a lot of time to do that. Um, in EuroCAD, I would go with it if it gave me a good confirmation after the CAD CPI news. Same thing for the dollar yen. Dollar yen and Aussie yen is pretty much the same. They are both uh, going down. I mean, the Aussie is currently doing a little retracement, but usually with the yen pairs, as you know, if the dollar yen is going up, then the other cross pairs with the yen would also go up with it. And this one, the Aussie yen also looks good if I put on the EMAs here, but with the news coming out tomorrow, I would kind of prefer the dollar yen, which is looking exactly the same, and I would go along with this one because there's no dollar news until kind of Thursday. So that one is easy kind of to pick, or you can pick the euro yen, which is basically I have a forward order here and the EMAs, and they're looking to take it back up. Then I have the Euro New Zealand and the Pound New Zealand. So with these two, they're essentially basically the same. As you can see, same price action going on there. So which one would I pick? Well, both are attractive. I just want to sell them. I'm waiting for a confirmation on these. It's not a forward order for me. But with the Euro New Zealand, like I said, you have the news coming out on Thursday, so I can essentially be in that trade until Wednesday evening. But with the pound, you have the CPI coming out on Wednesday morning, so I would have to be out of this by Tuesday evening. So the Euro New Zealand gives me basically almost like an extra day to be in. So I would probably go with the Euro New Zealand, but again, whichever one gives me a good confirmation, because these pairs can move really fast. These two, they do about over 200 pips per day at the moment since Trump has come in. So whichever one gives me a better confirmation, I would go with that. And then the euro pound, I'm just waiting for a break and retest of 84. So waiting for a daily candle to close below 84, retest, and then looking to sell it to 82.30 in there. So I hope this has helped, and let me know in the comments if you want more of these kind of videos.